Hello students, so we are back again with the last part of your chapter Food and Health for class 5. So last class as we discussed about communicable diseases, the various communicable diseases, like five communicable diseases we have discussed, and how they are spread, how they are caused, by what they are caused, and the symptoms and prevention. So what are communicable diseases? Communicable diseases are those diseases which spread from an infected person to a healthy person. They may spread from through food and water, through air, and even through insects. So now today we will be discussing about non-communicable disease. Now what are non-communicable disease? Non-communicable diseases are those diseases that do not spread from one person to another. So it is just the opposite of communicable disease. So non-communicable disease does not pass on from one person to another. And also non-communicable diseases are not caused by any types of germs. So the germs or the microorganisms are not responsible for causing non-communicable diseases. So some non-communicable diseases are like diabetes, cancer, then heart diseases. So all these are types of non-communicable diseases. So like eating of too much of food which is rich in fats can cause heart disease. Again, smoking leads to lung cancer. So next is that some communicable disease, again in case of some communicable disease you will see they passes on from generation to generation. That is from the parents, the children inherit those diseases. So in case of non-communicable disease, we see the mode of transmission of this disease is mainly due to the food habits. Then it also may pass on from one generation to another generation. Now next type of disease that we will be discussing is deficiency disease. Now deficiency disease are caused due to insufficient amount of nutrients in the food. When there is the nutrients present in the food is not in a sufficient amount, especially the presence of vitamins and minerals, it will cause deficiency disease. Now there are few deficiency disease, like first one is scurvy. Scurvy is caused due to the lack of vitamin C. And what are the symptoms of scurvy? It is the swollen and bleeding gums. Now how can you cure this disease? It is by having a diet which contains vitamin C. The next deficiency disease we will be talking about is night blindness. It is caused due to the lack of vitamin A. What are the symptoms? A person is not able to see in the dim light. So what are the cure for it? The person suffering from night blindness should take a diet which is rich in vitamin A, like carrot, papaya, fish, spinach, all this. Then next deficiency disease is rickets. Now rickets is caused due to the lack of vitamin D as well as calcium. So what are the symptoms? The bones become soft and twisted. And how can it be cured? By taking food items which is rich in vitamin D, like milk, butter, egg, ghee, fish, etc. Then anemia. Anemia is caused due to the lack of iron. So what are the symptoms? It is paleness. The person will look pale. He or she will get easily tired. The nails will look pale, and the skin will be patchy and as well as pale. So what are the what are the cure for the for anemia? We should eat food which contains rich content of iron, like fish, meat, spinach, apple, egg, pulses, etc. Next deficiency disease we will be talking about is goiter. Now goiter is caused due to the lack of iodine. Now what are the symptoms of goiter? It is the swelling in the neck region. In the neck region there is swelling that indicates that the person is suffering from goiter. Now what are the cure for goiter? So in order to cure goiter, the person should intake food which is rich in iodine. Like it should be iodine is present in seafood as well as in iodized salt. So these are the 5 deficiency diseases that we need to study. Next we will move on to vaccination. Now I hope all of you have taken vaccination. You are very familiar to this word vaccination. Now when we are talking about vaccination, we are exposed to germ all the time. That is, germs are present everywhere. Now even where I am standing, millions of germs are present there. But it is that the germs enters the body, but most of the time they do not cause any disease. They do not harm the body. This is because the body has the ability to kill those germs before these germs increase in number. Then this ability of the body to kill the germs before they increase in number is known as immunity. The immunity of the body, this immunity can be increased by taking in vaccines. So vaccines are generally in the form of oral drops or injections. Suppose the polio vaccine, all of you have taken the polio vaccine. It is in the form of oral drops. Then other vaccines like BCG vaccines, all these are in the form of injections. So vaccines are weak or dead germs which are injected into the body, and which on entering the body prepares the body to fight against the infection. So what are vaccines? Vaccines are dead or weak germs which on entering the human body prepare the body to fight against infection. Then vaccines also protect the person from certain diseases and prevents the reoccurrence of that disease. So it not only prevents or protects us from a disease, but once we are vaccinated, we can be sure that in future we will not get the disease again, so that reoccurrence of that particular disease will not take place. The vaccines are available for diseases like polio, measles, chicken pox, hepatitis and tuberculosis, and vaccine for tetanus should be taken periodically. Now along with this vaccine, there is a term called antibiotics. All of you are quite familiar with this term antibiotic. Now what are antibiotics? Antibiotics are medicines that are used to kill bacteria caused by used to kill the diseases caused by bacteria. So antibiotics are generally used in case of bacterial diseases. So with this we have completed this chapter. So these are your questions. Thank you.